Yes, peoples, welcome to Outrageous TV. Genie here.
Yes,
and today
ma'am.
I'm doing a special on a player that was extremely polarizing growing up. Someone that had a fantastic career and someone that goes under the radar. In my opinion, they do not get spoken about enough. So this is my tribute to Hidetoshi Nakata. Let's start the show.
That's a lovely piece of control by Regis. Oh, what a great shot! Oh, still Regis.
Now, just a quick backstory. I grew up in the UK. I'm from the 1800s, a more simpler time. This was a time where you'd wake up on a Sunday morning and you'd put on Channel 4 to watch Football Italia if you were cultured within the sport. I'll never forget the morning I'm watching my highlights and I see an Asian paying for Roma. And I'm like, hold on a minute. Who, what, where, and how? What the hell's going on here? Because we all know you cannot be no slouch and be playing for Roma. Roma is regarded high in football heritage and history. Who is this person? And this person turns out to be Nakata. Born January 1977, he was a Japanese footballer that played in the midfield. Birthplace of Kafu, Yamanashi, Japan. Coming in at 5'9" and predominantly played as a midfielder. He started his professional career in 1989, playing for Paraguay. With 48 appearances and 12 goals, he made a significant impact. And this got the likes of Roma knocking at his door. And you have to remember, Italian leagues back then were considered well-renowned as probably one of the best defenses in the world. Had the likes of Maldini and Cannavaro. I'm not even going to get into the technical aspects, but no, if you want a good defense, you go to Italy. It's not folklore, it's the truth. Nakata joined Roma in the year 2000. He played as a midfield, 30 appearances, scoring 5 goals. Now, not to get too political or too dark on the subject, but racism is real. I grew up in the era where I saw my dad get absolutely obliterated in the stands and the verbal abuse and the press and all that. So I can only imagine what it was like for Nakata to play as probably one of the first Asian superstars ever to play in football. Have there been other Asian players prior? Absolutely, but he was on the world stage, a face, a figure, a star player and someone that contributed to every single game. Everything he did was just polarizing. You just never seen anything like it. Now we have the times where we have the likes of Son, Mitoma. After his 1 year time at Roma, he then went on to play for Parma from 2001 to 2004, which he was instrumental, netting 5 goals in 67 matches. And playing for Parma for 3 years, he was a fan staple, and this is what really propelled him into the world stage. Roma was the appetizer, Parma was the, the main dish, the big steak. He then went on to play for Bologna from 2003 to 2004. During this time, he played 17 games and scored 2 goals. From 2004 to 2005, he then went on to play for Fiorentina, only making 20 squad appearances. From 2005 to 2006, he went on to play for Bolton Wanderers in the English Premier League, only playing 21 matches. During his international career, he represented Japan from 1997 to 2006. Nakata earned 77 caps, scored 11 goals, participated in 3 FIFA World Cup tournaments, 1998, 2002 and 2006, and competed in the Olympics twice, which was 1996 and the year 2000. Club honours: Serie A champions of AS Roma, Coppa Italia winner 2001 to 2002 with Parma, Asian Cup winner 1996, Asian Football Confederation Player of the Year 1997 to 98, individual honours: Asian Football Federation Player of the Year 97 and 98. Also nominated for the Ballon d'Or in 1998, 99 and 2001, the first ever Asian player to ever be nominated, a feat that has never been seen or done before at that level. It was absolutely spectacular. Nakata's influence extended beyond the pitch. In 2005, he was honoured with a Knight of the Order of the Star of Italian Solidarity for enhancing Italy's international image. Retiring 2006, Nakata remains celebrated in football, known for building bridges, elevating the sport and taking it to a whole nother level we had not seen before. Now you're probably listening to this and thinking, well, he wasn't that grand of a player, he wasn't that big of a player. But as I said before, before, when you are the first of something, you have to be spectacular. Look, I am a football fan, but more importantly, I am a footballer. I don't really do stats. And what I saw of Nakata as I watched him over the years, because he became one of my favorite players of all time. I put him in my top 50. And I think even Pele put him in the top 100 footballers to ever have played the game. He had a brilliant first touch, great awareness, and athleticism I had not seen before. He had a decent little engine on him too. He reminds me of Park Ji-sung before Park even thought about playing football. Remember, he retired when he was 29, which is relatively young for a modern football player. Now, his impact off the field was just as big as it was on the field. He became ambassadors for brands, he became a model. I know he's working with different clubs for international affairs. He did a lot for the sport overall. Now, to me, Nakata was more than a football. He was a figurehead, he was an icon. He is someone that should be revered and celebrated for as long as he lives. I don't think people really realize the impact he had. He was Bex before there was Bex, and being Asian Bex too. Oh, I can only imagine. He was a walking superstar, worked with the likes of Calvin Klein, worked with some of the top designers all over the world, and did a lot of runway modeling too. Now, I don't think people put a lot of emphasis on actually becoming a professional footballer, what it takes, the dedication, the hardship, the physical aspect, and to do that as a young Asian man in this professional sport is absolutely commendable. I can only imagine the hurdles he had to overcome. I can only imagine the hardships, the newspapers, the press, the fans, the opposing fans. For him to go through that and still come out on top, and for that you automatically get my respect and you get the absolute lightning. Hidetoshi Nakata, salute to you. You bring back fond memories growing up. I like to count myself very lucky because I grew up in an era where there was no internet, there was no Instagram, there was none of that. You had to search the players, you had to watch them, there was no rewinding back. You could already tell this player was a bit more worldly, a little bit more cultured.
まず自分が日本人としての知識を持つっていうのはやっぱりすごい大事なんだな。で、やっぱりそれを思ったんで、じゃあ一回ここで日本に戻って日本の勉強してみよう。47都道府県全部まずは回ってみよう。で、それを沖縄から北海道までずっと全部の県を回って、まあその地方地方の伝統工芸、あと伝統芸能、また食文化としてやっぱり、まあ、農業、あとは寺社仏閣ですね。やっぱり日本っていうのはこの神道というものとやっぱり仏教というものが両方あってっていうのはやっぱりなかなかそういうユニークな国はなくて、もっともっとこれをいろんなものを発掘して、で今度はやっぱり自分でそれを本当にいろんなプロデュースをしながらものを出していきたい。それぐらいなんか日本って面白い材料がたくさんあるなと思って、で実際にそのものを作って出すだけではなく、例えばそういった、まあ、人を発掘してそれをやっぱりどんどんもっと外に出していくというようなこともやれたらいいなっていうのはすごい思いますね。
Alright people, so I'm going to wrap it up there. If you've enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate it greatly. Stay focused, stay blessed. Look at more.